so I thought this would be kind of fun. There are a couple items that aren't, local Washington State items, but the majority of them are, so I thought this would be kind of fun to show you guys. My parents always pick us up, like a lot of our favorite things from Washington where we used to live, and just save them for us until either we visit them or they visit us. So, yeah, I will show you guys. Let's start with the tea. There's two teas from my favorite local Washington Tea Company. This one I have showed you guys before, but the next one is a new one I've never tried before. So this is the Winterwoods Tea Company, and this one is in Harvest Apple. Harvest. Apple. And these are handcrafted in Spokane, Washington. That is where my parents live. That's where I went to high school and college. And this one is like a seasonal flavor. And so when I tried it and I loved it, my mom went and grabbed a few more because it's only out like around the fall time. So she like snatched them up and saved them. So this is one that she's been saving. And it is so good. It's like the best fall flavored tea. It has organic red rooibos, organic calendula petals, organic cinnamon bark, organic nettle leaf, organic cloves, organic star anise, apple bits, and pure extract. But I like it all year. It's not like one where you'd be like, oh, I don't want to have it because it's not fall. Like it's good all the time. I still have quite a bit of it left in a bag I've already opened, so I'm just gonna put this away to open later. But I'm excited to have it. And you can order these online and have them shipped at winterwoodsteacompany.com. I'll try to remember to put that in the description box. If you're interested in trying any of the flavors, they have a ton of flavors on the website. It is from farm to teacup, caffeine-free loose tea. And the recommended brewing is 1 heaping teaspoon in 8 ounces of water. The water should be just below boiling at 212, and it should steep 4 to 6 minutes. And this bag makes 25 to 30 cups. Okay, so let's look at the other flavor, the new flavor. My mom actually picked this one for my husband because my husband loves cherry. Cherry is like his favorite flavor of anything. He likes peach too, but cherry's number one. So this is also from the Winterwoods Tea Company. This one is Cascade Cherry. Cascade Cherry. Cherry. What do you guys think of these nails? Aren't they cute? Look at the little, like, clouds and stars. They're so cute. I am so excited to try this one. I bet it's going to be super yummy. It has organic green tea, organic rose petals, organic compliant extract, a sweet cherry flavored green tea loaded with powerful antioxidants. Yay! And the recommended brewing is 1 heaping teaspoon, 8 ounces of water at 212, steep 4 to 6 minutes. Also makes 25 to 30 cups. let's do all the local Washington items, and then we'll do the other items. So this one is a Buena Mexi Chicken Chowder Soup Mix. It's by the company Rill Foods. And Rill Foods operates out of a place called Thorpe, Washington, which is actually where my parents get most of these Washington items. Not the tea, that's from a local grocery store in Spokane, but the other items. There's a place called the Thorpe Fruit Stand. It's on the drive between Spokane and Seattle, Washington. You can pull off, it's right off the highway, and it's a little fruit stand. It has a gas station attached to it. And they sell all kinds of local Washington-made food items. But also, you can get these on Amazon. And I think you can order them directly from Rill Foods as well. So if you don't live in Washington State and you want to try any of this, you can still order them. Just have to do it online. Buena Mexi Chicken Chowder. And it's dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, Washington State potatoes, a small batch, hand processed. And let's see. The ingredients are dehydrated potatoes, chicken base, which has salt, onion, dried chicken, rosemary, garlic, carrot, celery, turmeric, nutritional yeast, ground rice hulls, hawthorn berry, thyme, black pepper. It also has carrot, onion, tapioca starch, celery, bell pepper, garlic, cumin, jalapeno, cilantro, black pepper, and other spices. Contains no artificial flavors, preservatives, or MSG. This hearty chicken chowder boasts a Mexican flair. It has just the right amount of kick and freshness to satisfy your taste buds. And then I'll try to show you. On the inside of these little flaps, it's got like little history, local Washington or Northwest Washington, like history. Usually why the soup is named the way it is like has something to do with what it's talking about, but this one is Buena, Washington is a little known but important junction in the lower Yakima Valley. This area is an agricultural hub surrounded by lush fields, vineyards, and orchards. During World War II, Yakima Valley farmers were in desperate need of laborers. Most of the young American men were in the armed forces, and many U.S. laborers had gone to work in defense plants located around the Puget Sound. The federal government established the Bracero program that allowed Mexican laborers to enter the United States temporarily during the harvest season. Many immigrants are still working in the area to help harvest a variety of crops, including hay, hops, and many types of fruits and vegetables. So that's what this one's named after, the Buena Mexi Chicken Chowder. And these usually, I can't really see because of the way it's stapled, but usually they have 3 different cooking instructions. One for like a regular pot on top of a stove, one for like a slow cooker, like a crock pot, and then another instruction for if you want to make it in an instant pot, which is typically what I do, because when I reach for these, it's usually on a night like where I either just don't have a lot of time to deal with dinner, or I didn't plan really, like I have like meat in the freezer at all times, so I can grab out a meat and pair it with one of these, and it's super nice, especially like on a day if we've been working out in the yard all day, or working on the house or something. Like, this is the best. I can throw it in the crock pot and it's ready in like 15 minutes. Washington State, like, Puget Sound, or Puyallup, or Issaquah. I'm trying to think of like other ones. Sammamish. I don't know. There's a lot of words, names of places in Washington State that are Native American words. So they're very common to us because we grew up hearing them. They're just normal for us to pronounce. But like a lot of our friends in Kentucky are like, what is that? That's such a weird word. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's like a Native American word. And there was something so there were these people. I remember we went to one of the Washington State fairs. It used to be called the Puyallup Fair because it was held in the city of Puyallup. And there were these people trying to find parking. They were from out of state, like visiting, trying to go to the fair. And they called it the Puyallup Fair. Like they were like, where is the Puyallup Fair? And we were like, the what? What are you talking about? Do you mean the Puyallup Fair? And they're like, oh yeah, we thought it was like a play on puking it all up. And we're like, no, it's a Native American word. Like, so it's kind of funny. It's just, the way you grow up, just learning like the way that things are pronounced around your area. It feels so normal to you, but for other people it's like, what in the world? One of the things, like when we moved to Kentucky, for some reason in Washington, we had always heard people calling like the mountain range here in Kentucky and Tennessee, people would call it the Appalachian mountain range, but apparently it's actually Appalachian. The people here were like, why are you saying it wrong? It's Appalachian. And they were like, if you say it wrong, we'll throw an Appalachia. That's how they like reminded us how to say it. And I'm like, oh, okay, got it now. But it's just funny. So this one is, our seafood chowder is the perfect combination of rich and creamy. Serve it in a bread bowl or with a side of crackers for a complete meal that'll make your taste buds dance. Okay, so I'll have to make like, I don't know, a loaf of gluten-free bread to go with this. That sounds really good. Let's see what the little history tidbit is. It says George Vancouver claimed the sound for Great Britain in 1792 and named it after one of his officers, Lieutenant Peter Puget. The sound eventually became part of Washington State in 1889. Seattle, the largest city on the Sound, quickly became the primary trading center with Alaska and with most of the West Coast by the time the Northern Pacific Railroad reached Puget Sound in 1888. It was already a well-established and important trading center. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, this one sounds good. I want to try it soon. There was another seafood one. I'm trying to think of it that I've tried, but I don't think it was exactly the same as this one. I think it was like a clam chowder or something. I don't know. Sounds a little different. But okay, let's do the last one. This one is Columbia River Corn Chowder Mix. Columbia River Corn Chowder Mix. So I've done a ton of camping on the Columbia River. There used to be, in Washington, there was this campground that we loved to go to. It's like up past Chelan, Washington, and it was right on the Columbia River, and it was so gorgeous. It was like kind of near Brewster, Washington. miss that, because I don't know, like, rivers here in Kentucky are, I'm trying to think what they are. They're gorgeous. They're still really pretty, but they're not usually as wide. Like, Washington rivers are huge, like really far across. Kentucky rivers, so far in my experience, obviously I haven't seen every river in Kentucky, but they're like much narrower. So I kind of miss just like the style of river I'm used to seeing, I guess. So this one is sweet corn, savory spices, and creamy broth creates a comforting and flavorful meal. This versatile mix allows you to add your own unique twist or keep it simple. Sweet. So let's read is there history on this one? I don't know. There should be. Oh yeah, okay. Before the settlement of the Washington Territory, the Columbia River Indians had already been utilizing irrigation to cultivate corn and potatoes in what is now Ephrata. In the 1870s, farmers in the Northwest started harnessing the waters of the Columbia River for their agricultural needs. By the 1920s, significant irrigation projects were underway along the Columbia River and its tributaries, including the Yakima, Wenatchee, and Umatilla rivers. These projects were founded by the federal government. In 1948, the Columbia Basin Project was initiated, providing water to over 600,000 acres of farmland. That's pretty cool. I love these soups because you get like a little history lesson. And if you guys have been watching, you know I love history, so it's like food and history, two of my favorite things combined. It's wonderful. I know I'm a total nerd. Okay, so the last local Washington State brand is these coffee pods. These are for my husband. These are Thomas Hammer. Thomas Hammer coffee roasters. And I'm trying to remember, are they out of Spokane, Washington, or let's see if it says anywhere. Okay, yeah, Spokane, Washington. So you can order these online as well from the Thomas Hammer online store. So it says craft coffee, hand roasted in small batches, signature blend. This one's the Chief's very favorite coffee, a consistent, balanced blend of delicious Central American and Indonesian coffees. It's crisp and lively with high citrus notes in the first sips, followed by a slight bittersweet chocolate finish. My husband loves these. They only come in these little small boxes, at least that my mom's been able to find. So they're kind of like on the pricier side because, you know, you only get, 12 coffee pods in these boxes. So it's like a luxury, like, once in a while coffee experience. Signature blend. Smooth signature blend. Trying to see. That's all it says. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else for me to read to you. They got him several of these, and partly the reason I'm only showing you one because they're all the same. I just brought one box up, but there were like, I don't know, 5 or 6 boxes. But the reason is because my dad, he tried like a latte at the store. They have, they sell coffee at the shop, at the store as well, in cups and stuff, like a Starbucks. And he tried a latte and he really liked it with the latte, like with the milk in it. But then he brought these home and was just trying it as like, regular coffee at the house, like a drip coffee. And he just didn't like it. Like, he'd only like it like in a latte. So, probably drink them in like 2 months. I don't know. He drinks a ton of coffee. Coffee's not my thing. I don't drink it at all. Like, never. No coffee. I only drink tea. My husband doesn't understand. He can't understand, like, why I don't like it. He thinks I'm nuts. I never developed the taste for it. I've tried it several times, and I don't like it, so it's okay. I don't have to like it. I like tea. Alright, so that was all the local Washington items. Now, I've got this bread mix. This is, gluten-free Bob's Red Mill. Homemade wonderful bread mix. Maybe I can make this with that seafood chowder. That would be good. So the back says, "Dear friends, I think everyone can agree there's something magical about the aroma of fresh baked bread coming out of the oven. But in today's busy world, it can be hard to find the time to make something special, especially if you're following a gluten-free diet. That's why we created a line of delicious gluten-free mixes that offer the traditional flavor and texture of the baked goods you grew up with. Mix up a batch today and enjoy a treat you can feel good about eating." So yeah, this is perfect. I can make this with that soup. Typically I use the Pamela's gluten-free bread flour to make bread. But I love that this is all like ready to go. It's all measured out. I just have to add the liquid. See what it says I need. I need a packet of yeast. Oh wait, no, it says that's included. Yeast packets inside of here. Okay, 1.5 cups of warm water, 1 egg, 3 egg whites, and 1/4 cup melted butter or olive oil. So I can just mix it up. It'll be ready to go. And it's got instructions. Has instructions for both the regular oven, like in a loaf pan, or it has instructions for a bread maker, which is what I typically make my bread in. I tried to film a video of me making a loaf of bread, but guys, it was awful. Like, the footage was terrible. I hated all the footage. I couldn't post it. And also, like, the one time I'm trying to film a video of me making this bread, it turns out so weird. It was the weirdest loaf of bread I've ever made. It was all like weirdly concave and it didn't bake right. Everything was wrong. So if I ever get up the nerve to try and film making bread again, we'll see. I don't know. I at the moment I'm still bitter about it and just annoyed because it took forever to try and film it, and it didn't work. So I need a minute. I need to recollect myself after that experience, but maybe in the future I'll try to film it again. Okay, and then this is the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pizza crust mix. Pizza crust mix. So this one says, "I think everyone can agree there's something magical about the aroma of fresh baked pizza coming out of the oven." It's like they copied and pasted, but just replaced bread with pizza. But in today's busy world, it can be hard to find the time to make something special, especially if you follow a gluten-free diet. That's why we created a line of delicious gluten-free mixes that offer the traditional flavor and texture of the baked goods you grew up with. Mix up a batch today and enjoy a treat you can feel good about eating. Yeah, they literally copied and pasted, just replaced pizza with bread. Alright, so for the pizza crust you need 1.5 cups warm water, 2 meat pizza. All the meat. Give me every kind of meat. I like to make it with like pepperoni and sausage and bacon and I'm trying to think what else. Like Canadian bacon. I don't know. All the meats. Any meat. And then veggies, of course, I love bell peppers and mushrooms, onions. But pretty much, if it's pizza, I'll eat it. Any pizza, as long as it's gluten-free. Okay, and then there's 2 more items, and they're both granola. So this is a prebiotic almond agave granola. This is by the brand Simple Truth. However, I cannot find this anywhere at any store near us. Literally none of the stores here carry it for some reason, but they do in Washington. So my mom had given this as a gift to us. I think it was in our Christmas gift, and my husband fell in love with it. He like gobbled it up in like 3 days on his yogurt, and he loved it, and he was like, why don't we just get that one from now on? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I went to Kroger looking for it. No luck. It's literally nowhere to be found. I've been to like 5 Krogers in our area, but they sell it at the Kroger, or it's called Fred Meyer. In Washington State, they're called Fred Meyer, but they're owned by Kroger. And so it's at my mom's Fred Meyer. So her and my dad were able to find several of them. So he's excited. My husband's excited. And my parents were like, this is great because now we don't have to guess what you guys might like. You know, like if they get us something and we tell them, oh, we love that one, like then they're like, you know, that's good because I can just keep buying that one instead of trying to guess what you might enjoy. So this is gluten-free rolled oats, chicory root fiber, olive oil, agave syrup, almonds, maple syrup, coconut, sea salt, and cinnamon. So I can't eat this one because of the almonds. I have an allergy to almonds. It's not super severe. It kind of is. I don't like going to anaphylaxis, but the last time I did accidentally have some almond, my throat did start swelling up, and my face got really wet, really red, and my tongue was super itchy. So, I try to avoid it, obviously, as much as possible. And my doctor had mentioned to me that, you know, if you keep eating something where you are having like an allergic reaction to it, it can make the allergy worse, and you could eventually develop like anaphylaxis if you keep trying to force yourself to eat it. So obviously I don't do that. So this is just for my husband. But he loves this one. It's non-GMO, plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, gut-friendly, with prebiotic fiber to help support digestive health. 4 grams of sugar per serving, 19 grams of whole grains per serving. And, yeah, it smells yummy. I will say that. It smells really good. So then I have one more. This one I can eat. This one is Simple Truth as well, and it's probiotic, seeds, and cran dragon fruit. Gluten-free rolled oats, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, cranberries, brown rice crisps, dragon fruit powder, and chia seeds. And it is heavy on the dragon fruit flavor, which I love. I love dragon fruit. So for me, this is amazing. It is super yummy. I don't enjoy yogurt. It's a texture thing. I can't get on board with it. I've tried it so many times because I know it's super good for your stomach, like your gut health. I just can't do it. It's not for me. I do drink kombucha, which is also good with the probiotics. So when I eat granola, it's like just like a little handful, as like a snack. I don't put it on yogurt because I can't do it.